You voted for it on my community poll. It's time to take a look at Invincible Dugtrio. Welcome back, everyone, to more from the Sableyes. I'm Mitch, and today we're going to take a look at Dugtrio. This Pokemon has been heavily requested, and on my community poll, I actually received 35% of the vote, over 750 people chucking their opinion up there. Appreciate it. If you see one of those come up, just tap the deck you want to see the most. It's pretty simple. And whilst you're on this video, tap the like button. I'd really appreciate that. So here it is, our Dugtrio list. It's a pretty solid one, and you might ask, Mitch, why are we called this video Invincible Dugtrio? Well, the attack on Dugtrio, for one fighting and one colorless, is triple heads. It deals 60 damage times the number of heads that you flip. We flip 3 coins. Each heads is 60 damage, that's 180 damage, and if we flip all 3 heads, this is the important bit, if all 3 are heads, then we cannot be damaged by attacks next turn. So if we get 3 heads, this Dugtrio is literally invincible for a turn. It cannot be knocked out. And if we combine that with 4 copies of Glimwood Tangle, we can get ourselves a pretty solid chance of never being damaged by other Pokemon. Obviously, it's not going to happen every time we attack, but Glimwood Tangle gives us the best chance of getting more than 1 heads. And if we're going to deal 60 damage, we may as well deal 120, and we may as well give ourselves a chance to deal 180 as well. Now, I've seen Dugtrio lists on the internet. I know that Little Dark Fury put a list together, and he was utilizing Tapu Koko and Lightning Energy to try and get that extra colorless attachment. And I figured, why not take that a step further? We've got Lightning Energy, we've got Rapid Strike Energy, why not try and include some Zeraora V as well? Cross Fist is a very strong attack, and I figured if we can flip a couple of heads on our Dugtrios, then maybe we'll get some value out of our Cross Fist with Zeraora. So that is included in the deck. We obviously want to try and attack more often than not with Dugtrio, but when the situation arises, we do have the Zeraora as an option. Apart from that, the deck is relatively self-explanatory. If you'd like to play along, it is down in the description, so you can copy it from there into PTCGO on your own. Whilst you're there, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've left a like. I'd really appreciate that. And we've got a couple of games for you. Just stick with them. They're a little bit long. So not an ideal start here for us, but, you know, it's acceptable. We have a level ball. We have an energy to attach. I think it's going to be fine. The Dedenne in our hand is better than the Crobat to hold on to, because we can obviously utilize the Dedenne to DAA change next turn if we'd like. So we play the Crobat in the active in that situation. Obviously, the 2 of them are interchangeably bad. We don't want to start either of them, but if we have to start one, Crobat is better to start because the Dedenne has more uses, I guess you could say. Now, I spent today watching the Pokemon Japan Championships over on Henry Brand's stream, Benry TCG. So if you want to check out the action from that particular tournament with some commentary from the world champion, head across to his Twitch. It's twitch.tv, etc. Benry, whatever it is, I can't remember exactly what it is, but you search Benry, you'll find it. Let's the Dedenne now. We'll get 2 Lightning Energies into the discard pile, which is pretty good. And we find a Diglett as well, and a Glimwood Tangle. I like that. I will put the Marshadow down and then Professor's Research, and hopefully we can get ourselves... That looks pretty good. I like this Remoraid. Put that there. We can retreat into our Dugtrio, and 2 heads here will get us a couple of prizes. Our opponent has started quite slowly, but as long as we get 1 more heads, we'll flip that again. 2 heads. 1? 1. Okay, that's whatever. It's not a problem. But yeah, pretty good start to a point for us. So obviously, we would rather not have Dedenne and Crobat on the field of play, and my gut feeling is that they are going to be playing ADP, so we could have lost this one before it's even started, but hey, it's whatever. Bronzong, okay, maybe not ADP. But yeah, if you want to check that out, jump across to his Twitch channel, Benry TCG. I'll try and remember to put that into the description, but if it's not there, let me know. And yeah, apart from that, I've been cracking out a lot of gameplay. This is one of the many games of random decks that I've played today. You'll probably see quite a few from this recording session. including, hopefully, this Dugtrio game. I've got no idea, but hopefully it works out. What do we got? We're going to Fighting Energy onto the Dugtrio. Need we do anything else? I guess we could research here, but it feels like a bit of a waste. I'd rather hold on to the Quick Ball to a point. We've got a Lightning Energy for next turn. Maybe I just hold it. I could just research though. Let's just triple heads. We'll just attack. We'll flip a couple of heads and that'll be fine. 2 is good. I'm gonna flip again. You never know. We could get 3. 2 and 1. It's fair enough. Last time we got 1 and 2 twice. So yeah, 120 damage onto Zacian. But this is actually really, really big, right? Because now, if we get to a point where Zeraora comes into play, we could theoretically snipe this Zacian for a knockout, or even better, it's got 100 HP left. Let's knock it out with the Zeraora's first attack anyway. The main effect obviously deals 100, which is really good for us. Our opponent playing Corviknight and Bronzong. So a pretty cool little deck. They seem to be struggling a little bit, which is good for us. It means that we've got a little bit more time to get ourselves set up. There's Tapu Koko. They're going to Intrepid Sword again. So again, we don't really need to do anything here. We could attach another energy to Dugtrio and then just triple heads. We'll see what we can do. 1, 2 heads. Let's flip again. We're gonna get 3. No, we're not gonna get 3. Hey, at least we got the 2 again. That's fine. So yeah, you can see this deck's damage output is obviously not as high as it could be. But at the moment, we've got 2 Zacians that are within range of being knocked out by a Zeraora. We also have 2 Dugtrios set up. Obviously, it's a bit rough. Our opponent has slowly struggled to get there. We are going to throw the Dedenne into the active. I want these guys out of my bench. I don't really want them there anymore. We know they're not playing ADP, so they will need to take 4 knockouts. They need to attack 4 more times. Theoretically, we only need to attack twice, so it's okay to lose the Dedenne here. I don't have a problem with that, really. It looks like they are going to be able to get that knockout, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. They can put some pressure on, take a knockout on Dedenne, but they still need to attack 3 times, or at least 2 more, if I elect to play down a Zeraora. We also have the boss in our hand, so we could gust up the Zacian that has an energy on it if we want, or we could gust up the Dedenne. We know that if we hit the Dedenne with 1 head flip, we will definitely take 2 prizes, so that seems like the logical thing to do. We are more than likely to flip 1 heads out of 6. But, oh, we top-decked Research. Maybe that's the better choice. I'm going to throw the Zeraora down. We're going to attach the Rapid Strike Energy. This is so annoying. I feel like the right thing to do is to use Boss, but Research is very tempting. Corviknight is not weak to... I'm gonna Research. We're just gonna fly through here. We've got a couple of Boss left, which is good. We can grab a... let's grab the Octillery. We've been struggling to get that out. This is going to be really good. It's going to get us all of the Rapid Strike stuff we need, so we can search out things with Rapid Strike Search. At the moment, I'm just going to grab like a Diglett, whatever. Doesn't matter. We've got a Marnie. We're really just using that to thin. Then we will triple heads. Can we get 3, please? 1, 2, 3. No, we will not flip again. Okay, well, that's it's way better than I was originally suspecting. 180 damage, half hits the Corviknight, and we are invincible for a turn. So our opponent cannot knock out this Dugtrio. I'm just going to have a sip of water. My throat is absolutely rickety wrecked. Oh boy. Okay. So, we're actually not in too bad a spot. The Corviknight we can knock out with Zeraora if we get an energy. We can gust something into the active, maybe knock out the Zacian, knock out the Corviknight at the same time. That would be pretty big. They're actually going to go into Dedenne. That seems interesting. Perhaps they're thinking I attach to the Dedenne, retreat and attack again with Corviknight. Or maybe they're just going, no, it's fine, we'll just sacrifice the Dedenne. Maybe that's their thought process, knowing that this Dugtrio is invincible. Yeah, and that looks like that's what they're going to do. So... Alright. Well. What do we do here? Let's attach the Eberloon to the active. This is very awkward. This has worked too well. Let's see what we find. Lightning Energy. We do find a Lightning... Maybe now it's time for us to use Zeraora. Okay. I'm going to take 5 prizes with Zeraora this turn. I know it's probably not the right choice. But let's throw our Zeraora into the active. We will just thin a Diglett out of the deck with Octillery. And then we can cross-fist... We can cross-fist 100 damage onto the Dedenne. And also 160 onto the Corviknight. That's a knockout. And 5 prizes for Zeraora. And this card is just so strong when you don't have Mew on your opponent's side of the field. The fact that I can just swing through, grab a bunch of prizes there, that is incredible. And our opponent really doesn't have that much that they can realistically do there. They'll be able to knock the Zeraora out here. And that is perfectly fine. But do you know what? I think I could actually get another Zeraora attacking next turn. Because I need Quick Ball, Level Ball. What do I need? If I wanted to get a Zeraora this turn, I would need to draw into one firstly, and draw into Tapu Koko off of a research. So I can Quick Ball for one of them, and draw into the other off of a research, and then search out the Rapid Strike energy. I actually could do that. I could get another Zeraora here, a second one. Is it possible? I think it's possible. I think it's probably worth doing as well. So our opponent, they'll take 2 prizes. They'll knock the Zeraora out here. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Taking a bit of time to make that decision. But yeah, I think the best play for us, like obviously we can flip 2 coins and try and get double heads off of the 3. Glimwood Tangle gives us a pretty good chance of doing that. But I think we should try and get the Zeraora, another Zeraora, into play. The first and most important thing is, do we actually have it in the deck? That's the only thing we realistically need to think about. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, we've top decked the Tapu Koko. Now it's surely going to happen, right? Now it has to happen. 2 Zeraora in the discard pile. We don't have any Zeraoras left. Do we have an Ordinary Rod left? Let's grab the Dugtrio. We do have an Ordinary Rod. Alright, so I'm gonna give it a crack. Obviously, we can theoretically win this game with triple heads, but I think it is worth going for here. Let's Quick Ball, just thin a little bit more if we can. We do have there's so many search outs. I'm gonna leave a Pokemon in there, I think. We'll just leave that. And then we can research. We need to find a Pokemon search card. Whew! And we got the Ordinary Rod as well, which is pretty good. We will do both. We will grab ourselves the Zeraoras. Those seem pretty good. And we'll grab a couple of Lightning Energy as well. Oh, big gasp from our opponent. We'll grab a Fighting Energy just to put that back. It doesn't matter. What am I thinking about? We're gonna Quick Ball. We're gonna grab the Zeraora. Once that loads up, we can throw that onto the bench. We can attach the Rapid Strike energy. Use Dance of the Ancients to accelerate a Lightning. And we'll give our opponent a well played there. We'll retreat. Very, very good sportsmanship there. And we just take another 4 prizes. We took 9 prizes that game. So the hero of our last game, Zeraora, is in the active here. Thank you very much, Onuf. Appreciate it. We do not have a brilliant hand, but we don't have a bad one. Let's get rid of that Ordinary Rod. We know it was very good last time, but honestly, we are going to need to get rid of it. We'll get rid of the Air Balloon as well. I'm going to grab a Remoraid. Actually, no, we should grab another Diglett. I think we should grab another Diglett. Remoraid's better. We're going to grab that. That can turn into an Octillery. We've got a Diglett, we've got a Remoraid, we've got a Zeraora. We can attach the Air Balloon to it if we'd like to. And then I think are done, because we can hold the Level Ball for a Dugtrio next turn. Now, hopefully we can get an attack off. That would be fantastic. Now, our opponent is playing Rapid Strike Pokemon as well. But I'm not entirely sure what Pokemon they are going to be. Crobat? Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Blaziken. Yikers. Okay, so... can we beat another Zeraora tech? Theirs is arguably better than ours. Arguably. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I don't know what you're all worried about. I don't know what you're worried about. Harpu from our opponent grabbing 2 cards. They're going to Pokémon a Dedenne away. What are they going to grab here? What are they going to grab? Are they going to grab a Zeraora of their own, perhaps? Zeraora? Maybe a Mew. Okay, so they're going to stop us from using Cross Fist. That is a brave play from our opponent, grabbing the Mew straight away, but it's perfectly reasonable. I'm going to grab the Dugtrio, and we're going to Marnie. If we hit an Octillery or a Rapid Strike Energy, we can attack this turn. And look at that, we have managed to find those. We've also got a Pokecom, which we can utilize to shuffle the Dugtrio away. We'll do that. We can grab Octillery. I think this is fine. Octillery is not only a good Pokemon to have in play, but it also finds a supporter, which is very, very good next turn. But it also grabs us a Diglett right here, which means that we can definitely get another Dugtrio going. We've spent a lot of resources, but you know what? It's fine. We need 1 heads off of our Dugtrio, and it's invincible. What do you want me to say? We've got an invincible Dugtrio in the active, and we have grabbed a Diglett off of the prizes as well. The best part about this is that we can throw our entire hand onto the field and then use our Octillery to grab Korrina and draw 6 fresh cards, which is fantastic. I'm going to get myself a celebratory drink. I am very thirsty at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because maybe I ate something. It'll make me thirsty. Don't know. But yeah, this Blaziken cannot damage us this turn. And that's not what I was expecting, frankly. I was hoping that I'd be able to get at least an attack off and get that knockout on the Remoraid, but you know what? I'll take triple heads. That's perfectly fine. Evo Incense from our opponent, going to grab a Blaziken VMAX. So they'll be able to max Blaze this turn. It will not deal any damage. I don't know if the effect is going to work. Will the effect work? Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I think it will. I don't know. Well, I mean, we're about to find out. If they can accelerate to their Zeraora, then they certainly can. If they can, then they can. One of the things that we're also going to struggle with our deck is the fact that Zeraora can one-shot Dugtrio. But, you know, we can knock out Dugtrios as well. We can knock out Zeraoras as well. We just need 2 heads. It feels kind of even. It feels weirdly even. I don't know how to feel about it. Alright, so they have attacked, no damage dealt, but. It feels like they're accelerating energy. And they are. Okay, so there you go, we learnt something today. Oh my god, we've top deck device. What do we do here? We surely go for the knockout on the Zeraora, right? It's the only one they have. If we knock that out, that's really good tempo for us. We're gonna grab Korrina. Let's play all of our Pokemon down and Korrina. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk... Probably should have risked it. Probably should have risked it. Let's triple heads. Hit 3? Nope. 1? 1. 60 is much less... It's much less good. 60 is much less good than 180. But... it's okay. If we had have attacked the Zeraora, then we would not have taken the knockout there either. So I don't think we can be too disappointed with ourselves. In the end, we made the right decision, whether we felt it was or not. Now, I have done something very interesting here. I have put the Tapu Koko in play. Hopefully, I can bait my opponent to use Zeraora to knock the Dugtrio and the Tapu Koko out. If that happens, then I feel like we're in a bit of a better position. If they knock out something like the Octillery, I will be much less happy because I won't have a great amount of Pokemon search or card search options. So hopefully that does not happen. I mean, it would be pretty bad. Best case scenario for us is that they max Blaze and decide to take a knockout with the Blaziken instead of the Zeraora. And I'm searching out the Zeraora V. Maybe that's what they're going to do. I would have thought they would have gone for the stadium there to try and get the free retreat. They're actually going to boss. So they boss out the Octillery. Interesting. Alright, so Max Blaze means that they're going to accelerate more energy if they have it to their Zeraoras. But we have our attackers still. They don't have energy to accelerate, so that seems like an odd choice. And we get a Pokecom off of the top as well. We could turn that into a Dedenne if we want to. I think we probably should do something like that. Maybe a Crobat if we've got it. Yes, we do. I'm definitely going to go for the boss now. Because we can Crobat here and hopefully we can find ourselves a stadium. We do not. But we do at least have another Dugtrio. We should probably hold that for next turn. We don't need to play that down now. 2 heads, please, for the knockout. And we get it. Alright, so there goes the Zeraora. We no longer need to worry about that. Glimwood Tangle off of the prizes is pretty good. We are in a precarious position, but an acceptable one. Because our opponent obviously can take a knockout. They can deal with all of our threats as we throw them forward. But now we only need to take 3 more prize cards. That reset stamp is very bad for us. I felt relatively good about it when we had our current hand, but now, I mean, it's fine. We've been Marnied into a research anyway. But I'm starting to think that maybe we could get this win. It's not good, and our opponent has kind of limited our ability to knock out Pokemon and use Zeraora V thanks to the Mew. But if we hit 2 heads on this Blaziken, oh, we'll be ever so close. Okay, so they're going to Max Blaze, they're going to accelerate to the Zeraora, and that's fine. They cannot win the game next turn. I think we have 2 turns to win this. I'm not sure. I feel like we do. We get the Rapid Strike energy. Not useful on Digletts for the moment, but we can put it on the Zeraora. I'll play down the Remoraid and then research. Oh, we got very lucky at the last there. We grabbed the Dugtrio. Alright, we're going to need to attack with that here. I don't think there's anything for us realistically to do apart from that. We will thin though. I'll get rid of the lightning energy and grab a Mew of our own. And now I will Tapu Koko. We'll put an energy on the Zeraora. And on the Diglett, there's only 1 in there. Zeraora is the one that I want the lightning on. We'll play down the Mew and then we will triple heads. Hopefully we get triple heads. 2 heads is acceptable. Alright, we are whittling this Blaziken away. Our opponent needs 4 prizes. They cannot win this turn. If we get triple heads on our Dugtrio next turn, assuming that we get a Dugtrio, first of all, we might be able to win the game. Or maybe our opponent Marnies us. No, we can't use the Zeraora. I was about to say we could use the Zeraora to win, but we can't. Because the Zeraora is blocked by the Mew. They're going to Gust the Mew and knock that out. Okay, so now we don't even need to find a Dugtrio. Oh my word. Oh boy. Oh, we don't have our Rod anymore. So they're going to Max Blaze. We've got an energy for a Diglett, not that that matters. I think it just comes down to... We've been given a chance to win, ladies and gentlemen. We have been given a chance to win. All we need to do is the incredibly unlikely triple heads for victory. That is literally all that is required to win this game. And if we can do it, it will be one of, if not my greatest achievement on the channel. We found the Tangle, okay. We've got the Tangle. If ever there was a chance, if ever there was a time, Pokemon gods, for you to come through. Triple heads. We just need 3. Well, we didn't get it on the first one. Oh, we got 3 tails because we're going to get 3 now. 1, 2, 2. Maybe they don't realize they can retreat. Maybe they don't realize they can just pay to retreat. They're playing Professor's research. Maybe they don't realize. Maybe we have a chance. Maybe they've not realized they can knock out the Zeraora or the Crobat because they've got the Telescopic Sight and the Bassimian. All they need to do is retreat. What is going on? What is going on? Why is this taking so... They've got a switch in their hand. Why did that take so long for them to do? They're just sitting on this switch. They could have just manually retreated. Maybe they clicked the wrong button. I don't know. Maybe they do. Cross fist, here it comes. They clicked the wrong button. Oh my god, they clicked the wrong button. Are you kidding? Alright. It's top deck boss time, ladies and gentlemen. It is top deck boss time. We were never going to win this game. We shouldn't have won. We're not going to win. Let's just attach to Remoraid and then cross fist. What? Why did they do that? Maybe they needed more lightning knockouts for their daily challenge? What are they doing? Why is it taking so long? You've got boss, surely. Surely you're not going to give me another turn to win this game. Oh my god. If I top deck boss, if I live a turn, that's a disgrace. But if I top deck boss and somehow get out of this, I'm manifesting it for myself. I want the boss up at the top deck so bad. I want to punish this player for having the audacity to knock out both of the Dugtrios instead of the Crobat. We had a coin flip chance to win the game. We needed 3 heads and we only got 2. Then our opponent cross-fists the wrong Pokemon and we draw a boss! No. And we're 10 off. So we dealt 500 damage. Yeah, didn't need to do that. Could have potentially retreated into the Crobat to go again, but you know what? It's fine by me. Well played enough. Appreciate it. My thing didn't go through. Don't know why that was. If you're watching, I'm sorry. You should have won that game 3 turns ago. So you've seen it in action, but how good is this thing really? Well, I mean, it's okay. Playability-wise, it's not amazing. It's not going to stand up to a lot of the top-tier decks, and coin flips are a bit of a problem. I'm giving this one a C for consistency. It's, you know, it's got its problems. But, I mean, if you took out the coin flips, if Dugtrio did 120 or 180, right, if you flipped heads and was invincible off 1 heads flip, then it would be a pretty consistently good deck. Unfortunately, the added coin flips create a bit of a problem. The deck sets up perfectly fine. It's just the attacker is an issue. Value-wise, I'm giving this one an A. Zeraora is relatively expensive, but you know what? It's not too bad. You don't need to play this art. You can play a different art. It's not a problem. And fun-wise, it is a lot of fun. Crossed Fist is a fun attack. Triple Heads is a fun attack. This is a fun deck. I'm giving this one a C-. It is right on the cusp of being worthwhile. I would say give it a play if you can. And one of the best things about Dugtrio, of course, is that we get to knock it off. It's up here. no more Dugtrio on the OG 150 challenge. We are getting very, very close. I keep saying this, but I feel like the end is in sight. If you've got any suggestions for decks that you'd like to see from the OG 150 challenge, leave them down below in the comments. And once again, thank you all very much for coming past, especially all of these people on this page. Thank you very much to all of my channel members, particularly Azazel and Wildy. Appreciate your support at that ascended tier. Fernando, Yolo, Stephen, Agent Abel, Austin, Josiah, Leaf Devourer, Robsy, Brad, Shings, Brad, Justin, Crocodile, Drew, Brad, DJ, Cameronius, DJ, Tay. It's too many. Thank you guys for being Royal Sableyes. Appreciate it. This way, all these people over here, appreciate you guys being Mega Sableyes. If you want to join and support the channel in a very small monetary way, then click the join button down below. Otherwise, subscribe, like the video, comment down below your suggestions for the OG 150 challenge, and I will see you next time for more from the Sableyes.